it's true, Johan. Maybe you are the expert at finding Norway's hidden gems, because there is absolutely nobody here.
Yeah, and you can see all the way to Oslo.
That is unbelievable.
Love this place.
The problem with tourism is everybody wants to go to those beautiful places where nobody goes.
And the problem with the most beautiful places is they're the places with the most tourists. So it's a bit of a catch-22.
But we have found a guy whose only job is to find those beautiful places, but no tourists.
He's even made his own map with thousands of the most beautiful hidden spots all over Norway.
We're gonna meet up with this expert today. He is gonna show us one of his favorite spots, and he's also gonna teach us how to find these hidden gems and to become true Norwegian.
And he's also got a friend who is a mushroom expert and knows everything there is to know about mushrooms, so he can help us find some delicious mushrooms out here in the forest.
This is the guy also known as Explore with Johan.
Yes, sir. And today we're going to Høgda, which is a fire tower, which means a tall tower in the middle of the forest, where you can get the beautiful view of the nature around. I'm super excited.
Yeah, me too. For this not to be our last episode, we have flown in our mushroom expert and also apparently some of the brains behind Explore with Johan.
Yeah, well, we're gonna try to find some mushrooms today. We're in a good environment, but the first thing about mushrooms is double check it and don't eat something you're not sure is safe. So it's really good that I'm here to help you guys.
We've already seen so many people walk around with like buckets of mushrooms. There's no stress on you.
We're gonna find something.
Oh, perfect.
So we already know the scenery in Norway is amazing, but I wouldn't have thought it was a particularly exotic place for fruit, veg and mushrooms in this case, but apparently it is.
Yeah, it's not weird for me because I grew up in these woods and it's really good environment for mushrooms. It's damp, it's foggy, and it's really old woods. Yeah. Because in the old woods it's a lot of nutrients in the ground, and that's what mushrooms needs to grow properly.
Yeah, and you were saying earlier, mushroom, it's a bit weird because it's not alive, but it's also not dead.
Yeah, it's something in between. It's hard to explain, but some people have put better words on this.
Okay.
But the mushrooms are kind of hiding. They don't want to be found. So it's like a hidden gem for people that really are interested.
And that's why there's so many people who love going out there trying to find these hidden mushrooms.
Yeah, it's like a hobby and you get a rush from it. If you find a field of mushrooms, a lot of mushrooms in or nearby. In the Norwegian fauna, it's really nutrient-rich grounds. Yeah. The temperature is really good in the fall as well. People get a rush when they find certain type of mushrooms. Yeah. Like earlier today, we saw someone that found this really scarce mushroom in Norway. And it's really expensive as well. So when you find it, it's like finding gold.
You've got a bit of a reputation for finding the hidden secret spots in Norway, is that right?
Yeah, thanks. I've spent the last 5 years doing it, so I hope so.
But I mean, everyone wants to find the hidden gems, the secret spots. So, I mean, how do you find them?
I guess if I would say only like the 3 best advice I have is ask the locals. Yeah. Look on Instagram for like other local travel guides, because usually if you search for an area or a place in Norway, some people have been there before and knows like a lot of good spots. And the third part is just go out and explore. You can also use Google Maps and look for the photo icon, because then usually people have been there. And
okay, so you actually do quite a lot of your own research into where are the places. You're not just looking on TripAdvisor. It's you're actually really researching for yourself. Awesome. So whereabouts are we now?
Right now we're at outside Follo, outside Oslo. This is a place I actually found by just going on Google Maps and saw like there was a photo spot on the Google Maps, and I looked at the other people who had been here, and it looked amazing. So I thought, Fuck it, let's check it out.
Yeah, it's incredible. And as you can see, there is absolutely no one around.
That's a good start.
Yeah.
If you're hiking in Norway, you might see some of these like blue markings, which is the D&T, the Norwegian Tourism Board, which have marked the track so you know where you're going. And the blue marks means that it's a summer hike. And if you see this marked only red, that means it's a winter hike, so you need skis to go on it.
Pretty big tower behind us, and apparently it's a fire tower, whatever that is.
So you can locate where the fires were started. So
Makes sense, and as we saw at the top, you can actually see for miles and miles, so it would be quite effective.
Yeah, you can see all with the Oslo, so it's burning there.
You are truly the expert. You've been doing this full time for a couple of years now. I've seen you've been around to Norway. I've seen you've been to some cool spots. So I think we could do like a, what is your favorite spots in different areas and different cities? I'll just straightforward to it. So favorite spot in Oslo?
Well, my favorite spot nearby Oslo, I guess, is Sprogruvene, which is these amazing caves just outside Oslo at Nesodden. But in the city central, I guess maybe Vettakollen, but it's like not a secret spot because there's a lot of people coming there.
Yeah, I didn't hear about a cave. I didn't know about Vettakollen. I didn't know there was a cave. So that's on a check mark. That's,
yeah, nice.
Okay. What about your favorite spot around Stavanger?
My favorite spot around Stavanger, Preikestolen, of course, but then you have to go in the winter time because in the summertime it's like, as you said, 5,000 tourists.
Yeah, we saw it.
No, it doesn't work. But what is also pretty awesome around Stavanger is all of the beautiful beaches. Because you can go like on a beach road trip and check out all like the beautiful white sand.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No, we didn't do that, for example. We should have done that.
You should have done that.
We should have listened to you. What about Bergen?
Well, if you're visiting Bergen, it's a lot of beautiful nature just close by. I mean, you can go to the obvious one, which is Fløyen, which every tourist goes to, but for a good reason. I mean, it's a beautiful place, especially at nighttime, actually. Yeah. Because then you get it by yourself and the city lights up.
That's quite cool.
I've also been to the Løvstakken, which is a beautiful hike in the city central. You can just go there, you can get there by public transportation, or you can hike from like the central of the city, and that's a beautiful hike. Also a lot of tourists, but worth the view. Yeah. And if you really want to see some amazing nature close to Bergen, I would recommend going to Voss, which is 2 hours outside Bergen by car, and there you have places like Bordalsfjellet, which will blow your mind.
Yeah, because I've seen like a lot of photos and videos about Voss, and I know we have to go there to do some like skydiving or something like that.
Yeah, it's like the extreme sport capital.
This biome is one of my favorite biomes to pick eating mushrooms.
And you say biome, what is that? Is that?
The fauna, like the moss here, is great for mushrooms. Mushrooms are really good at hiding as well. So here you can see leaves everywhere, but among the leaves you have mushrooms hiding as leaves.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, exactly. The mushrooms are really good at hiding, and they really like the damp spots. And hills as well. So you can look for more mushrooms. When you're sitting down like this, you get a better view of the area you're trying to hunt. The main goal about mushroom hunting is actually the trip. Like find a nice place you want to spend time, and then the mushrooms you find, that's like the treasure of that experience.
Yeah, because I've heard that people, they have like a secret map where they will not tell others. Because I've tried sometimes when someone says, yeah, I like to forage mushrooms, and I ask them where it is, they're like, no, I'm not telling you.
Yeah.
How
it's
is
like
that?
a good fishing spot. You don't want to give it up because then it's going to be a lot of rods in the water.
Yeah, because do mushrooms spawn the same place every year?
Not necessarily, but in the season, it's like the mycelium underneath has the nutrients, and then the fruiting body, the mushroom, appears in the season. So mushrooms tend to spawn in the same area, but not in the same place. Okay. So the same biome as we're in right now.
This is very, very soft as well.
Yeah, it's really good. Nice for knees to walk on as well.
Yeah, I could sleep here.
I've tried, it's good.
And I think the word of the day is mycelium. That's my new favorite word.
The internet of the woods.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so how connected is this?
All is connected. Like each under your foot now is 300 kilometers of mycelium. So every tree in this area is connected and they can speak to each other. So if one is hurt, the other ones can send nutrients throughout the mycelium. So it's a highway for nutrients as well.
So what you're saying is that we're 5 minutes away from The Last of Us becoming true.
Depends.
What about if we go a bit like north? So for example, Tromsø, that area, was like the place for you to go there?
Oh, Tromsø is amazing. I have one of my favorite hikes of all time is actually close to Tromsø. It's called Blåisvannet,
Yeah.
which is like in Norwegian means blue ice water. Crazy thing is these videos are not color corrected at all. The colors are even more blue in real life. It's amazing. It's one of those places you just have to be there to believe it's true.
Oh, that's cool. We have to go there. Ellie, we go there.
Yeah, sign me up.
Yeah. What about the classic? And I think that it is my favorite spot, and I think it's a lot of tourists as well, but Lofoten. What's your go-to there?
If you want to go hiking, but you want to get some awesome photos without all of the tourists, you can probably go, you should go in the afternoon when the sun is setting, because of the midnight sun, there's no tourists and you have a constant sunset.
We saw that actually, because we did one hike which was early and there was thousands of people, and then we did one hike which was like closer to 10, 11 and nobody was there.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Another hidden gem in Lofoten is Skrova, which is this small island outside Lofoten. I guess it's still a part of Lofoten, but because you have...
We just dipped our toes in this becoming Norwegian. You've done this full time as your job, so to say. How much have you explored Norway, do you think? Like, if you say percentage, how much have you explored?
I'm guessing like maybe 5%.
What?
Norway is huge.
Yeah.
And it always blows my mind because around every corner you can see like another amazing place.
That's very cool. So as mentioned earlier, Johan's full-time job is traveling around, finding secret spots, finding the gems. He's actually made a map of this. And how big is this map? How many spots do you have on the map now?
There's a lot of spots.
Yeah.
I'm guessing there's somewhere between 500 and 1,000 spots.
Wow. And you have made a map that you can obviously buy. What kind of spots can you find on this map?
Yeah, in the map you can find everything from like bathing spots to hikes to places to sleep and to just viewpoints which you can stop by with your car.
Very cool. I've seen you found some spots I obviously didn't know existed. One of them was like cool jump places, like from waterfalls and such. Yeah. Obviously, if you want to learn even more about Norway, Johan, or more is that Explore Johan is your guy. Go check out his Instagram, go check out his map. We definitely will do that and help us.